Facing tough times, going through financial loss, breakups, living through a season of failure, all these can be very challenging. And not everyone knows how to navigate through these tough times. Some of us don't even have the courage to keep going. But let me remind you that you're not alone, and some changes in the mindset I have made have helped me to get through tough times in my life. So this mindset changes can help you get through the tough times too. Hi guys, my name is Priya and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to see the changes to your mindset you can make which can help you navigate through tough times and make you successfully get out of them. So when we come across any situation in our life, we tend to label it as either bad or good. And we look at it that way, even though the outcomes may be entirely opposite or different. So there is this story in which a Chinese farmer had a horse and one day it decided to run away. And people said, that's too bad. It is the most unfortunate thing to happen. And the farmer replied saying, maybe. And then the next day, the horse came back with 7 other horses, and now the neighbors had to say something about it. So they said, you're very lucky that now you have 8 horses. To this, the farmer replied again, maybe. And the next day, the farmer's son tried to tame one of the new horses and he fell off the horse and broke his leg. And to this as well, the neighbors had something to say. They said it is the most unfortunate thing to happen. And now the farmer replied again, maybe. So next day, war was declared and an order was passed that all the young men in the country had to join the army. But when the officers came, they left the farmer's son behind because he had a broken leg. And while most of the men who went to the war either died or were brutally injured, the farmer's son was spared. Now the neighbors said, isn't it great that your son is happy and alive? To this, the farmer said, maybe. So instead of labeling everything as either good or bad, according to this story, there might be some good in misfortune sometimes. And those things which look like good events may be something in disguise after all. So this is the kind of mindset we all need to adopt when we are going through trials and tough times in our life. We may not understand the end result when we are going through a certain situation, but judging it before it unfolds may not be the right thing to do. I have been through a lot of negative experiences in my life for the past few years. This made me question myself a lot of times, but the results always said something totally different. So having a mindset of maybe and trusting the universe to do its job and work its wonders is the best way to navigate through these tough times. And keeping a positive outlook and never losing hope will help with the challenges that we are facing. And when you look back and check for yourself, you'll find that you have become stronger, you have emerged to be a more broad-minded person, and you have started accepting life as it is, and you have changed a lot compared to yourself a few years ago. More often than not, bad things always come with a silver lining, but it is your perception and how you want to look at things that will determine how much power these things have on you. And another mindset also can help you get through tough times easily, and this is everything happens for a reason and everything is going to get better. Now that I've said this, I'm reminded of another story in which a king was cutting some fruits and he injured his thumb. And his minister was nearby and he said, don't worry my king, everything happens for a reason. The king was furious and he immediately put him in prison. The next day, the king went hunting with his soldiers and was trapped by tribal people who wanted to sacrifice him to their god. But just moments before they were about to kill him, they noticed that he was injured and he cannot be given as a sacrifice because he was defective. So they let him go. The king came back and released the minister from the prison, but asked him, if you were still in prison, would you still think that everything happens for a reason? To which the minister replied, if I came along with you, my king, I would have been the one to be sacrificed instead of you. So everything definitely happens for our own good, my king. So even in the unfortunate instances that were happening, the minister believed that everything happened for a reason, and he was right. This is the mindset we all need to have when we are going through difficulties. We often ask ourselves, why is this happening to me? Or we blame ourselves thinking that we did something wrong to deserve whatever is happening to us. But in reality, there is no one to blame, and every difficult situation in your life is only bound to make you stronger and better. So, when we are actually having happy times in our life, we don't blame anyone or we don't blame anything, but we just enjoy it without giving any credit to anyone, even to ourselves. If we look at the negative situations or difficult circumstances in our life with the same view and with the same mindset, and not blame ourselves or have the victim mindset, and believe that everything is happening to our own for our own good, it is easier to get through these tough times and become stronger with every challenge. So the key here is to practice these mindsets every day to become better and stronger every day. We know a lot of things, but there is no use if we don't put them into practice, because only when we put what we have learned into action, we will get the benefits out of it. So these are the two mindsets that we need to practice to become stronger and to face our tough situations better. The number one mindset is the maybe mindset. It seems bad, but you don't know how the situation turns out. So always have an open mind and have the maybe mindset for the silver linings it might bring with it. And number two, the second mindset is everything happens for our own good. Believing that there is good in every situation will help you not to expect too much from any situation and be more happy when the results turn out to be better than you expected, or not to get hurt so much when the results are the other way around. This mindset of everything happens for a reason or for our own good is called inverse paranoia, and a lot of great people held this mindset before they succeeded. And remember, failing is not the sin, but to not get up and keep going is the sin. That is what will make you a failure. So we will all face setbacks in life. These are temporary and will fade away once we have the right mindset to face them. And when you depend on things or situations to make you happy and attach yourself to things or experiences, you will definitely be disappointed. The only thing you can depend upon is yourself, your inner strength. And when your inner world is clear, that is what will give you the strength to go on. And when you know what you like, what you dislike, and have the strength to walk away from the people or situations that don't build you up in any way, telling yourself that you are enough and okay with who you are can change the game for you. You cannot control the people around you or how they treat you or how they talk to you, but you can control how you enjoy your life irrespective of how people treat you or how they react. The attachment you have with these things or people will be the point of control for you, and when you learn to detach and make yourself a priority than other people or things, that is when your life will change. You cannot choose how others will react or how they treat you, but you can choose to be happy with yourself irrespective of the external circumstances. And when you got your inner world sorted and have the inner strength and say, you know what, I don't know if so and so person is going to treat me well or not, but I'm going to have the best day no matter what. Maybe this relationship will turn out to be good. Maybe this relationship will turn out to be bad, but I'll not let that affect my inner peace. Yeah, I had a breakup. I'm not going to sit there and cry and let that control me. And this is how you take control back over your life, by changing your mindset and living with peace. So I hope this video helped you to figure out how you can change your mindset and face tough situations and navigate through life with greater strength and confidence. So I'll see you in another interesting and helpful video. Until then, take care.